right, got my message typed out. Good morning. Good morning, Sherry. How are you? How was your weekend? Oh, are you cold? It's a little bit chilly here too. I think our temperatures are down in the 20s. Let's see. I want to open this book up to the back page just so I can show off the publisher's information. Where is it? There it is. 22 degrees. Let me zoom in on that just a little bit. Looks like our current temperature right now is 24. Okay, so we do have permission to share on social media the pages that are in this book. Crimson Hill doesn't list any of the illustrators. So, but there's all the publisher information. Just in case anybody's wondering, we're going to do this page today and for the foreseeable future. I picked out a couple of colors for the leaves. Thank you. This is one of the books you sent me. I'm trying to think about the zoom. I may not have to zoom in a whole lot. This picture may be good enough to where I don't need to. Let's see if I can move my book just a little bit. I may not have to move this page at all once I get started. I think that's okay like that. Pull it back down just a little bit. Yeah, you sent me this book. I think that's going to have the whole picture. Yeah, I think that's zoomed in good enough too for this particular picture. Okay, so I do have some of the colors picked out already, just the greens for the leaves. And I have my black Prismacolor. I am using my Couleur pencils, but I have my black Prismacolor for the outlining. I'm just going to leave it sit over here. Now I have my laptop in a little bit different place today, so I'm hoping the glare is a little bit different. So maybe the picture looks a little more real. A lot of it depends on how well it works out for chat, though, or how well I can keep up with reading chat. All right, so we're going to start with the leaves, but this has a real thin paper. It's a real thin paper. In fact, I don't know. Let me set this out of the way right here. I don't know how well. Let's hold this up here. I don't know if you can see down here on camera. I want to see if this shows up because you can actually see the illustration on the page beneath it. You can see right through this paper. And it doesn't look like it's showing up on camera that much, but you can actually see, you can see the design. Oh, hi, View. Good morning. How was your weekend? So I'm going to use a piece of cardstock underneath this page. And then because this book is very thick and the page I'm coloring is at the back end of the book, it doesn't want to lay down flat. You can see it won't lay down flat. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use my my swatch pad. I'm going to put it underneath the book, and I'm just going to use the clipboard here as a little bit of a table extension, so I can lay my hand on it off the edge of the table. Now this will work perfectly for me to be able to at least get over on this edge, but we're going to start down here with some leaves. Now it's real easy for me to get the order mixed up. It's kind of interesting to me. This pencil, the barrel, looks darker than this one. To me, I don't know. But the core does not. The core is darker, but the barrel looks lighter to me. I really have to be careful because I get these things mixed up. But we're just going to start right on the leaves. And on this picture, it looks like it's kind of already determined for us where the lights and darks are going to be. The line work itself is kind of dictating. Now, if I need to zoom in more, you guys let me know. Now, how's the zoom, guys, when I'm coloring? Do I need to have that zoomed in more, or is that okay? Okay. Thank you, View. I was going to tell you something or ask you something that was related to one of your videos. Oh, I was going to tell you the one you did that was like all pink, had the moon and the sun. I thought that was really cool. Okay, more zoomed in. Okay, we can do that. Since I'm just going to be working right here like this, how's that? Is that better? Okay. I need to see how it affects the focus. Because if it's zoomed in at a certain point, it does not want to focus. And so let me see if I can tap it back in. It looks like it's out of focus. Okay, I think maybe it went back in. It wants to focus on the top of the pencil or the top of my hand or something instead of the actual paper. Now, I think, guys, I'm going to do these flowers like in some light yellows. And I'm going to add a little bit of this green, the highlight green, to that. And then I want to do the bird with reds, kind of like a robin, I think. I'll have to look at some pictures, I think, of some robins. Sherry, View, are you guys coloring on something this morning? Well, I'm going to see if I can't color a robin. I don't know if I can or not, but you're coloring on a background view. I think that was the only two of those leaves in this flower. So let's move up to this one. Oh, using watercolor. Now, is that watercolor pencils? Oh, wow, double edge, or double page rather. I was almost going to start another title page, but I decided to just to wait. Oh, okay. Well, I don't always want to do backgrounds either. Most often, I don't want to do a background. A Million Christmas Cats. Oh, I need to look at my books. I don't think I have that book, but I have a couple of books that you sent me that were a million. One of them was A Million Cats. I don't think it was Christmas Cats. I am going to take a look though. Let me take a look right quick, because I know you sent me a couple of books. I'll be right back over there, guys. I'm just looking at my books. No, that's not the one I had. I do have a million cats, and I do have a million dogs. Yeah, Lulu. Oh, let's see. I got to push my book up a second because I did skip a leaf down here in the bottom. I've got to come back to this one. It's right under here. Hi, Brittany. I will show you the cover of the book here in just a second. There we go. I think that was. Let me show Brittany the cover of this book. So that's the book we're coloring in today, Brittany. And it's published by Crimson Hill Books. And it does say that we have permission to share pictures on social media. So we're all good to go as far as that's concerned. "21 pictures. Oh my gosh. And I did what, 2? That's funny. Okay, I got to zoom back in, guys. I can't imagine coloring that many pages that fast. Sorry, guys. I think one of my pencils touched my paper and it put a mark on it, so I wanted to get rid of that. Yeah, see, that's something else I really can't do either, or at least I can't do at the current time, is multiple pages at the same time. I would get totally confused as to what colors I'm using. Now, I'm probably going to have to come back to these leaves with a darker color, a little bit darker, but we'll see. Now, a couple of these greens are very similar. One is called a middle yellowish green, and another one is dark yellowish green, and then we just have yellowish green. This picture. I would call it like a partial grayscale. I don't believe it's a true grayscale. I have colored a grayscale picture, but this is in a lot of ways grayscale because it tells us where the shading goes. Well, I'm hopefully going to Ollie's a little bit later today. See if maybe they have some Kirby Roseannes. Yeah, I went there. I went there before and looked at coloring books there. They did not have Kirby Roseannes at that time, so hopefully they will this time. I went to Walmart yesterday and looked at bicycles, and I did pick out one that I like. And the one thing I didn't do, and I didn't realize that, didn't think about it until this morning, I never did really see if I could actually get on it. Hey, good morning, Monty. Monty, how was your weekend? Okay, well, good. At least mostly. Mostly is a good thing. Sometimes. I believe I heard that mentioned before, Sherry, that bookoutlet.com. I'm going to write that down. I have Blick. I actually have their page opened on my laptop. I may open up thank you view. Let me see, what's it called? Book Outlet. I'm going to write that down. I'm actually wanting to get like a prepaid Visa card. I had one, and they were. I didn't know it when I got it, but they charged like they charge $7.95 a month for that card that I got. So I was like, nope, I'm not using that. I don't want to really use my bank account and attach it to these websites. So I got to get me a prepaid card that I can use. I am going to color. I see a little tip right here. I think it is one of these leaves, maybe, just because of the shape of the tip of the petal or whatever it is. So I'm just going to color that green too. We won't even notice it. It's so small, such a small little piece. I have a Cash App card. Well, I don't have the card, but I have a Cash App account. But I only basically use it when I send somebody in my family money. Now that's what I want to do, View. I want to do something like that. That way, even if something does happen to my card, it's only the small amount. It's not my bank account. I've had too many issues with my bank account. I've always been able to get my money back, but I've ever since I moved back to Virginia from Hawaii, I've had to change my bank card about 4 times. And once came from PlayStation, quite frankly. Hey, I got a PlayStation account. When I first moved back here, I got one of the extra accounts that you have to pay for. And within 9 hours of getting that account, somebody had hijacked my account and was using my bank card at a GameStop somewhere in California. They literally hijacked my account, changed the region that my account was from and everything like that. And PlayStation would not help me at all. I told them, I said, somebody has hijacked my account. I just started this account 9 hours ago. They would not help me. So I never use my bank card for anything PlayStation. I get a PlayStation gift card and use that. Now that's a real good idea too, Sherry, to use a gift card for Amazon. I've never had an issue with Amazon though. I will say that. Okay, we can, I'm going to tilt the camera up some, pan it up. Oh, now that's a good idea. Buying a small set to see if you like it, especially if it's, I guess, if it's a new brand. I like buying the big sets. Boy. Oh, wow. It's kind of funny view. I will buy sets with like a large number of pencils, colors, and then I don't use a bunch of them. Oh, I'd like to get the that 520 pencil set of the Couleurs. I just don't want to spend that much money on it. Yeah, that's right, Brittany. I could actually get my Prime account for half price, but I don't mind paying what I'm paying, so I just let it go. Yes, View. They have 520, and that I would like to buy that set, but it's over $100, and I don't want to spend that kind of money yet. Eventually, I'll end up with that set, but not yet. Oh, you know when it would be a good time for me to buy that set? When I think I'm ready to take on that T Rex of Kirby Roseanne. I don't think I'm ready for that page yet. I looked at it again. There's so many parts to it. Now, even if I had that 520 set view, I would still be like, okay, I don't have enough colors. I don't know what color to use. If I ever rename my channel, anybody want to guess what I would name it? I need more colored pencils. Yeah, that would be cool. No. Oh, that's a good one too, Monty. No, I would name it Two Bob's Coloring. I would name it Two Bob's Coloring because every time before I start a new picture, in my head I hear Bob Ross tell me, just pick a color. It can live anywhere on the paper. And then when I finish a page, I hear Bob Seger. He starts singing, turn the page. The lap of me, how are you today? How was your weekend? That's her grandson. Let's see. I would like to be able to color that T-Rex, but it just looks far too complicated. But I am thinking about doing the title page out of a Kirby Roseanne's book. I don't remember which book it was, though. Yeah, I have not looked for the Brute Fooner 520 set. I have heard that they make that, but I haven't looked for it anywhere because I really like Couleurs. $51. That's an excellent price, I think, probably. I'm not real sure. I do have some Brute Fooner. They are metallic. Sherry sent those to me. Now, I did not count my lag this morning. Now, I think that takes care of all those green leaves. All right, now I want to do these flowers in like a light yellow, a very pale yellow, with some of this brighter green incorporated. But I've got to figure out the yellows that I want to use. So I'm going to pull my swatching pad out. Let me see what I can find. We can use a pale yellow. And then let me see what else. Ooh, maybe a butter yellow. All right, we can use those two, and then let's see if we can't find, what is this? What is this one? Light yellow. Now, it takes me a second to figure out okay, I think I can use this like this. Okay, and then we're going to use this green also. I think I'm going to start though with this bigger flower. Let's see, we'll pan the camera back down a little bit. We can go down a little bit more. Okay, let's see. I want to start with this set of petals right here. That's about the right size for me to look at and see really what I want to do. Well, let's see here. Let me start with this one. Now, see, this is my problem, guys. I don't know enough about color, so I don't know what's going to work, what's not going to work, until I just do it. $59.31. That's still not a bad price. I don't think it's a bad price. And then I want to bring some of this green just a little bit of green of this lighter green coming out of the bottom here. Put maybe a couple of runners of green that run up through there just a little bit. Bird on a wire. Yeah, I can't really remember off the top of I remember the name of that movie, but I don't really remember who played in it. Now, can you guys see that little bit of green that's in here? Brittany, sometimes I have to do that myself. The lag will get so much. Actually, okay, Sherry. Well, I think anytime you can get something free from one of these companies, that's a kind of a cool thing, as long as it's actually a good product. Five likes. That's pretty awesome. What do you think, guys? Is that color going to work? Now I'm kind of wondering if I could get away with doing like a different colored center on the same branch. I'm not sure how well that would work. I was thinking maybe switching like from green, maybe adding, well, I was thinking some red, maybe some red, but I think maybe I should just stick with the green. Coloring Bliss. Okay. Or maybe even like some very pale blue, because the robin is going to be, this is going to have some reds, so maybe some pale blue, but I think maybe I'll just stick with the green. That's a very good idea, Sherry. Now that's true, Brittany. And it depends on what screen you're looking on too. They can look very different, that's for sure. No, that's true, Sherry. I certainly figured that part out doing this right here, because my pictures look different on every screen than they do in real life. I do like that color. I got to figure out what some of these petals are doing, the way they bend around. I'm not sure what's happening with those. Ooh, I'm starting to get a little bit hot. My neighbors must have their heat turned on. This one's going to be a little bit more tricky because I have I got all this dark out here on the very edge. I'm kind of liking using some different colors because normally I blend oranges with yellows. Thank you, Sherry. Now, Wednesday, I get to order my present on behalf of Dee Dee's birthday. I'm excited about that. I actually could order it today, but I want to get some pots and pans too at the same time, and I don't have enough money in my bank to cover both of those, so I'll just have to wait. Well, it might be Monday before we're able to find out. I can't say anything right now because it would ruin my surprise. I think when you see it, you will agree with me that it was a very thoughtful gift for me to give myself on behalf of Dee Dee's birthday. uh, Now, I did tell you guys I am a thoughtful gift giver, and I think you will agree with that when the time comes. Hey, TK. Well, thank you, TK. I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoy your nap. Are you doing okay, TK? I am coloring. Give me 1 minute here, TK. Let me finish this last leaf, and then I will zoom out and I will show you the book. So let me get this one leaf finished right here. All right, that takes care of that flower, I think. Let me zoom out here so I can show TK what we got. So this is the book we're in today, TK. I have to wait and let the lag catch up because I don't know what anybody's been able to see. Got a glare on there. Oh yeah, this has got a big, long lag. Very long lag. My goodness. Yeah, it's a big book. It's very thick. All right, let me zoom back in a little bit. Now, I am kind of wanting to look for some colors for this robin. Let's see, I can zoom in a little bit more. I've got to wait for the lag. Maybe something about like that. This is a book that Sherry sent me. Okay, now I want to do a robin. So I'm going to have to look. I'm going to have to go online here and look for a picture of a robin. Oh, I'm sorry, TK. I got this book from Sherry. Okay, well, I see the colors of this bird here. Uh, Let me see if I can find something that might actually work. It kind of has some orangey into it. Wind chill is 10 degrees. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if this bird had the right crest on it, I could make it a cardinal, but it doesn't really have the right I think I can use this color. I got to figure out some colors because oh my goodness, that's a pretty difference. Now let me see. I need a lighter color to go with this. Uh, I think we can use this right here maybe. All right, let me see if I can figure something out here. Make something happen on this bird. Snow, 10 inches of snow on the ground. Ooh, you have 10 inches of snow on the ground right now? Wow. We are supposed to get snow, but we haven't. Well, thank you, Dee Dee. Wow, I'm surprised we didn't get snow. We were supposed to, but we didn't end up getting any. I just had to go look out my window, make sure we didn't have anything that had turned to snow, but nope, not yet. Yeah, it's really bad on my end too. Look, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have a 13-second lag on my end. Now we may have to come back and add some kind of color for this. We had some snow, but it melted. But that was a couple of weeks back at this point. Oh, snow this afternoon. I don't know what my forecast is. Now we got snow forecast for tomorrow, it looks like. Let me see here. Decided I needed this to be just a little bit more red looking. Now I'm going to have to see what I can do, because for the most part it looks like the head and the back is real dark, like grays. Let's see, I need to look at my page here for a minute. Let me find one lighter gray that I can use. Let me see here. Maybe we can use this for some highlight. Now I'm just kind of going by what I'm seeing on the picture here, guys, as to the colors. Hey, Mary Jo. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Well, thank you, Mary Jo. I'll zoom out here in a minute. Oh, I had my hand covering up the flower. Monty, I don't really care for turkey either. I had pizza for Thanksgiving. turkey tacos. Well, I don't know how to cook turkey. Changing color just a little bit here, guys. We're still in the grays, but this is we used a green gray. Now we're using a brown gray. Now I'm just going to switch back and forth between these two colors, kind of just blend them together right here on the bird. Hey, I think that's probably the best way to do it, Mary Jo. Well, this may not be looking exactly like a robin, but it's kind of along those color lines. Well, thank you, Sherry. Well, it is coming, Dee Dee. It's coming. It's one day closer than it was yesterday. Let's see, I think this is basically supposed to be. I'm going to very lightly try to put some of this color down here. Now, let's see, I'm going to add a little bit of color in here, even though I don't see that in any of the pictures. Just add just a little bit of color. Now it looks like the tail is mostly dark colors as well. So let me just put some gray in here. And then a little bit untraditionally, we're going to put a little bit of color right down here. Let's see here. All right, now let's see. I got to figure out the legs, the feet right here. Oh, you're working on the owl in Imagimorphia. All right. I actually was going to do another one of Kirby Roseanne's title pages. But I forgot which book it was in. All right, guys, I need to take a quick break, and then I'm going to see if I can't figure out the bird's feet. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Oh no, Dee Dee. I hope you get that figured out. Can't be going without heat now that it's wintertime. All right, let me see. What am I going to do here with this thing's legs? Maybe I'm going to use. I'm not really sure what color the legs are. So let me just start with this right here. That's an icy gray. That almost looks like a beige. Now I think maybe, what do we got here? Burnt birch. Let's use a little bit of burnt birch. Your bed rail fell down. Well, I hope they get that fixed up since that you need to use it for your balance. Okay, now I don't know how well this color is going to work. We're going to give it a shot right here and see what it does. Yeah, I think that's okay. Maybe I'll make it a little bit darker, a little heavier on the pencil. I agree, Mary Jo. You should start coloring again. Well, thank you, Mary Jo. Let me see. Well, not exactly a robin, but that doesn't look too bad. I think that's the first bird or first big bird like this I ever colored. I did do a couple of flamingos in a Kirby Roseanne's picture. Let's see. Let me add just a little bit of black in here now. See if This is my Prismacolor black. I think the black for the Prismacolor is a little bit richer than the black with the Color. Oh, tryptophues. Yeah, I've had that happen in the past. Now I want to look at this flower over here. Let's see if we can do just a little bit of shading in this flower. All right, now I want to see if I can do a little bit of shading in here. Shading, I'm still learning. I have two favorite kinds of pie, hot and cold. All right, now I need to figure out what I'm going to use for the branch. Let's see if I can figure out some colors to use on this branch. Now, I did a branch once before. Okay, I'm going to need to look at some I have to swatch a few colors here just to see how well they may work. So this is a dark coffee. And a coffee. And then here's a bronze and a reddish brown. So let me see what the bronze is going to look like. No, I don't want that. Let's see what the reddish brown is going to look like. That would be okay, but it's not. I need a light color. That's what I need now, a light color. What do we got here? Yeah, I think we can use this. This is an orange sienna. I think we can use that on our branch. Bark is gray and black. I need some gray. Okay, well, I do have some grays around here. Okay, I'll toss in some gray. Okay, we'll see about tossing in some gray, but I'm going to start with this lighter color right here just to put some color in here. I'm just going to try this one area. I want to see what it works out like. I may have to make a change. Now that's kind of funny because I did think of a birch tree. Not that I want this to look like a birch tree, but I was thinking birch trees have a little bit of white or something on them. Aspens. I don't know what color trees are. I'll use a little bit of that dark gray on the underside here to represent some shadow on the bottom of this branch. Not a lot though, because the bird is gray and black, so I do want it to show up. Oh, the gray trees in wintertime after they die off, actually they just go dormant. Let's see if we can get a little bit of this over here. This branch on this edge up here. And I'll probably end up finishing this off camera. I just have the little flowers to finish up, part of the branch. I think my bird turned out looking pretty cool, actually. Let's see here. I complain in the wintertime that it's too cold. And as soon as it turns spring, I'm complaining because it's too hot. All the way until the next winter. All right, guys, I think that's where I'm going to leave it sit for today. Now, I may finish this off camera. There's not that much more left to do on it. So let's zoom out. Let's just see what we got. There we go. Thank you, Dee Dee. Yeah, I'll probably end up finishing this page off camera because all I have left now is just the flower petals and just a little bit of this branch. Thank you, Sherry. But I'll figure out another page for Wednesday. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me, guys. We'll do it again on Wednesday. Until then, God bless.